As we attempt to wrap up what I am calling the dog crap era of Louisville basketball, my belly is full of the white stuff and I'm ready to move on. Let's cleanse our palate. Let's move forward with a new coach, a new era, and the ACC just let us know who Louisville basketball will be playing in the regular season. What's cooking? Welcome back into ESPN Louisville Plus. My name is Justin Soforo, and if you're new here, welcome to the new platform that we have here on the channel to bring you more and more ESPN Louisville content each and every single day. If you can do me a favor, smash that freaking like button. Just like the video. It helps us. It helps us with the algorithm and all that nonsense. You don't need to know or understand what the algorithm is. Just hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all the videos we put out. If you feel so inclined, you can give me a follow over on Twitter at Justin Soforo. And without really any further ado, let's just kind of get into this thing and let's really talk about the future of Louisville basketball and where it really takes me before I really get into the schedule part, the part that I really want to talk about. I have to mention this news story by Big Game Bobby on Twitter, or X, if you want to call it that. I prefer not to. But anyway, Big Game Bobby puts out, attention, South Florida men's basketball fans. You may be asking me, why am I talking about South Florida? Well, it has to do with Louisville basketball. You'll soon know whether Carter Knox becomes a Bull. The former Tampa Catholic standout plans to make his college decision within the next 14 days, according to his father, Kevin Knox Sr. 14 days, you don't say. A little 14-day period, a little 14-day cycle. That's interesting. I wonder where that number came from. Well, if you don't know, you know, Rick Bozich had put out something about potentially 2 players that could be interested in committing if they know that Kenny Payne will remain as the head coach of Louisville heading into the next season, into year 3. And it's funny because last night his co-host on the show and with the content they put out there on WDRB, Eric Crawford, who is kind of conflicted with a lot of the ideas about the future of Louisville basketball, the state of Louisville basketball under Kenneth Victor Payne, put out that probably we'll be seeing a move being made in the next 13 to 14 days for Louisville basketball. When the final, when it's finally over, when we've been relieved of this nightmare, when we no longer have to see Kenny Payne do whatever he's doing on the side. We don't have to see Josh Jameson looking at his clipboard. We don't have to see Danny Manning falling asleep on the bench. We don't have to see Nolan. You know where I'm going with this at this point. But anyway, it's just funny. It's funny. It seems a little bit, I don't want to say arbitrary, but it seems a little bit like this seems like we're being held hostage a little bit. And it'll be interesting to see, are we being held hostage or will Carter Knox be held hostage? Is Carter Knox the metaphorical gun that Kenny Payne will be holding to our heads if he were to commit to Kenny Payne in Louisville? Will it be interesting? Well, no. Carter Knox will not be going to the University of Louisville. I mean, maybe he'll commit. I will see. I will never believe that he's coming to the University of Louisville because Kenny Payne's not going to be at the University of Louisville. Maybe he'll commit to Kenny Payne and maybe he'll follow Kenny Payne back to Camelot. Maybe he can go back to Lexington. Maybe that's where he's going. Maybe go to USF. I don't know. I don't care where he goes. Just get out. It's just funny. It's an interesting story. It's an interesting timeline of all the times that he could have committed. Now, 14 days is when he's going to have a commitment time. Just interesting. Anyway, let's get into the main topic of the video. And that is, of course, talking about the schedule that was released by the ACC heading into next season. We're going to hopefully have a little bit more hope, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more positivity moving forward. I promise I'm going to be more positive on Twitter. I know you've seen me on Twitter being angry and whatever, and people are mad at me because I'm you're so freaking negative. Why are you so negative, Justin? Well, this is why I'm negative. I don't know what you're expecting from me to be positive with the last 2 seasons, the last 2 full years of my life. Wasted. just wasted. With Louisville basketball gets me through the winter, not this year. Not the last 2 seasons. Anger. Only anger and rage have fueled me for the last 2 seasons. But anyway, hopefully a little bit more excitement with whoever the head coach is. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Nate Oates? Is it going to be Chris Beard? Is it going to be Shaka Smart? Is it going to be that one guy, Otzel, whatever his name is? Is it Otzel? Is it going to be him? I don't know. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Rich or Pitino? Going to be Rick? No, it won't be Rick. All right, let's go ahead. Not that you haven't already seen it on Twitter anyway, but as it has been announced by the ACC, the opponent list for Louisville basketball going into the 2024-2025 season, who they'll be playing. Well, let's go ahead and run through it real quick. The home opponents that they will have Cal, Stanford, Pittsburgh, Virginia, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Wake Forest, North Carolina, and Duke. So obviously interesting from that first part, the home teams that they get to play the big boys. The biggest worry, you don't have to go on the road. The new coach will not have to go on the road to play North Carolina or Duke. They won't have to go have the friendly officiating. There's going to be friendly officiating even if it's at Louisville. I'm not trying to get on tangent, but I've never seen a team of the status of Louisville basketball. And I haven't really had to complain about it the last 2 seasons because we've been such dog shit that it hasn't mattered. but overall, I've never seen a team or a program with the status of Louisville that can't get a freaking call, that can't buy a ref. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess we could just buy some players poorly, but we can't buy a damn ref. Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, whoever it is, they all get it done. I don't know. I just want to know how it's done. Maybe teach me. Of course, Virginia, you got to play them home and away, which is the bane of my existence. I mean, it makes sense why Louisville was just shoehorned in there with the deal Maryland had against them being their, continual rival. I hate it. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't see them as a rival, especially right now because Louisville's just getting their ass kicked, even when Rick Pitino was here. But rather not play them more than once. As we move on, we can look at the away teams that they play: SMU, Pittsburgh, Virginia, Florida State, Georgia Tech, North Carolina State, Virginia Tech, Notre Dame, Boston College, and Syracuse. Obviously, one positive is especially bringing in these new teams into the league now. You don't have to go to California. The California teams have to come to Louisville. You get to play California, play a little Stanford, do it at home, get the job done. Probably not too difficult of teams, to be honest. SMU, another team, at least you only have to go to Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas, pretty nice. Got family there, love it. So overall, I'm looking at the schedule pretty positive. Pittsburgh's kind of had Louisville's number, but everybody's had Louisville's freaking number, so I can't really say that. But like Pittsburgh against Hot Dog Neck McGee, and I'm going to take up for my guy. Sometimes Hot Dog Neck life chooses you. You don't choose it. Like I'm a big guy right now, but even when I didn't have the weight on me, it was still there. I still had maybe it wasn't a bratwurst, but maybe it was just a ballpark Frank. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the science behind it. Anyway, I don't know why I got on that tangent. Overall, a manageable schedule. To me, if I'm looking at that schedule, any other Louisville basketball team, 20 wins, chalking it up, no problem. This hasn't been Louisville basketball the last few years. Louisville basketball needs to get back to being what it should be. And I think with the proper coaching, it can get it done. Obviously, we don't know how many players are going to be remaining with the club or with the team. We don't know how many will be leaving. We don't know who they're going to be bringing in. It's a giant mess. Obviously, with NIL, anything can happen. If the next guy comes in and actually wants to keep a lot of these guys, I don't blame him. I think these guys are much more talented than obviously Kenny Payne has shown, or his lack of coaching has really ruined this what the squad could be. So I'd be interested to see if they can keep some of the guys. If we don't keep any of them, fine. Don't care. Because I want the new guy just to have his reign and his run. I want them to be his players. But if you can keep a couple of the talented guys and they actually want to stay here and he wants them here, by all means. But I think this thing can get rolling quickly if you have good coaching. So something I'm interested to see is how this plays out. But definitely the one thing that I'll take from my guy, Nick Valvano, who said it today, looking at the teams that you're playing, looking at how this is going to play out, looking at that schedule, it's very Jeff Brom year one-esque, is it not? It's very manageable. Louisville basketball should be able to do some good things. If Josh Hurd can get his job done and get the right guy in here, get this ball rolling and get Louisville basketball back to where it should be a 1-year flip. Give me one cycle and I think we're right back at it. I think it's possible and I think he's going to have probably the support that he needs to get it done. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. How do you feel about the schedule? How do you feel about the Carter Knox subject? Let me know all that in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Soforo on Twitter. And of course, you can follow ESPN Louisville, ESPN 680, 93.9 The Ville on all the different platforms. You know, this right here on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. We'll be putting out plenty of content for you all over the spaces. We'll see you guys next time.